Good evening, students. My name is Sean Sweeney, and I'm the Technology Integration Specialist here at ASFM. Basically, that means that I work with teachers to help them use a little more technology in their classrooms. And today I'm going to tell you about a program that we are initiating for the middle school students and then continuing for the high school students. And I think that a lot of you are going to be happy about this because it's something that you've kind of been asking for a few years. So let's go ahead and take a look at the details of that program and a little bit about technology here at ASFM this year. Alright, first of all, I'm using the presentation tool called Prezi, so if you're interested in how I'm doing this presentation, you can check out Prezi as a tool. So as I mentioned, we're going to talk a little bit about tech integration, and that I am Sean Sweeney. But let's look at the more important stuff, and that's the goals and the vision. So this year, for the students, we are hoping to help you with your 21st century skills. You can Google that if you don't know what those are, because they're pretty important things that we want you to know and understand before you leave here at ASFM. And then these are a few different sub-goals that we'd like you to be familiar with. Definitely the information media literacy. You probably think you're a superstar with technology tools as it is, but we'd like to show you a little bit about how you can use the information that you're coming across on the internet. In addition, we want you guys to be able to create more, collaborate together, and then, of course, use technology critically to produce evidence that you're actually learning stuff in the classroom. So, good stuff there. Moving on, the BYOD. So this is the program that I was talking about. BYOD stands for Bring Your Own Device. Few objectives. We want to make sure that you have access to the tools to learn kind of what we were talking about with the goals above. We also want to test the school infrastructure. That means the network. We want to make sure that internet's running fast enough and so on and so forth, because we're looking to do a one-to-one program. So every student would have either a laptop or an iPad or maybe their choice, whatever that might look like. We're trying to figure that out, but we think that we need to get these tools in your hands on a day-to-day basis. So we're trying to sort that out using the Bring Your Own Device. And then we're also building in practice for you and the teachers so that you can start using these tools in the classroom instead of just for fun at home. I want you to make sure that you understand a few details. First of all, it's not required of students. So what I don't want you to do is to go home and tell your parents that they have to buy you a brand new laptop. I have this on recording, kids, so don't be trying to pull that stuff. All right. So don't fret. You're not required to do it. You're not required to have the devices, but we're saying, hey, it's an option. If you want to bring in your computer to the classroom and the teacher allows it, so notice how it says different in every classroom. That means that maybe one teacher, your English teacher, might ask you or give you the opportunity to bring a device every single day because you're working with Google Docs and writing scripts. But maybe your math teacher might say, well, we don't really use laptops very often, or we don't have, an iPod Touch need. So, maybe for your exam, you can use your iPod Touch for a calculator instead of the calculator that you would normally have, or something along those lines. So in each classroom, it's going to look different. And remember, you can't bring those devices into the classroom unless the teacher is given permission. I'm going to repeat that one. You're not permitted to have the devices in the classroom unless the teacher has given permission. And again, it's going to look different depending on the class and the teacher's rules. Finally, devices represent a variety of different tools, okay? So it could be an iPod Touch in one class, an iPad in another class, a laptop in another class, maybe a cell phone in another class, who knows? It's what the teacher wants to use. And it's hopefully to engage you and to get you using those 21st century skills. And then finally, we have EXA, who is a distributor here in Monterey, and they provide discounts to families. So if your parents are interested in getting you a device, you can check out EXA or recommend that they go there. I wanted to let you know that we are going to help out the parents. We ask that all of you guys have a Gmail account. It seems to work better with some of the tools that we use. But make sure that you have an email account. We talk to parents at parent nights so they know. And then we want your parents to be a part of your online life, okay? That's important, just like it's important that they know about what you're doing at home and outside with your friends. And then finally, we're going to talk with parents about some safety online. So ultimately, that's tech integration here at ASFM, and your teacher will have additional details about how you can log into our network and how they might be using it in their classroom. Thanks a lot and have a great year, guys.